LL Cool Bay, Loren LoRosa.
Because you was just shady under that music and we heard you.
Very much.
You never go. It's the year of the shed or whatever you were saying last year.
I'm shedding.
Yeah.
The year of the snake.
Whatever.
That's the year of the shed.
He's still shedding.
He's still figuring out what he letting go because you ain't letting go that little sassy attitude over there. They're gonna say, they walk by and say, he's so down to earth. You bet he's little. He gotta be.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah.
That was
Right?
a good one. That was a good one.
Thank you. 2026, I'm trying to, figure it out. Okay. So in this hour of the latest, we got a few things to get to, y'all. Now listen, Mike Epps sat down with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Mike. You had me on swole, I was gonna whip you.
Okay, well, hey, you know what?
Hey, you ain't got your boys here now. You get your ass toe up.
What's up, Shannon? We ain't nothing right here between us.
You know what? I ain't gonna be no old person.
But you know what? I know you're a football player, but I ain't turning down no fades though. If we would have got in a fight, I wasn't gonna turn down the fade.
You ain't not talking about you gonna shoot me. You in the bed talking about ta. You ain't want these problems.
I never said that I was gonna shoot you, bro.
What you say?
Shannon, I didn't say that I was gonna shoot you. But them little niggas the little homies gonna probably tear your ass up. I wasn't gonna shoot.
Really?
Oh, wow. He finally got up there, man. I remember he was like, I need to get up there. Yeah.
Why you said,
That's
Mike,
what's up.
you are so shady.
Mike.
Yes, it happened. Huh?
Okay.
Because they had a little smoke.
Yeah, it was a little back and forth with the unks. But yes, they sat down, they figured it out. They had a conversation, 3-hour-long conversation. So we won't get to everything here, but please go watch it. It was a great conversation. But they did talk about Mike Epps, and because people have always tried to make it seem like there's this beef with Mike Epps and Chris Tucker.
Really?
I never heard that.
I never heard that one either.
But he's always said that there wasn't any issue. It's just like, he jokes about it because he came into the Friday franchise after, right? Mm-hmm. But they talk about it during the sit down. Let's take a listen.
Chris Tucker is mad at me because I did the next Friday. To this day, I said that's.
But how's he mad at you? He didn't. Okay, the reports are that he didn't want to do cursing and he didn't want to be smoking weed.
Well, I heard through the grapevine he said they should have left it alone. That they it up by keep doing it. He did such a great job.
He did.
I can see him saying that, but my mama needed to wash it dry. But what was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be beef between Chris and Mike, though,
not at all.
If Chris made that statement.
I think he's even if Chris did, I don't think he felt the way. Maybe he just wanted to kind of preserve what he did in the franchise. I think
But you don't even know if Chris said that.
I'm going off of what Mike Epps said,
he
right?
Said Mike said
going off of what Mike Epps said. If that is true, I could understand Chris Tucker feeling that way and it not being beef, him just feeling like, I want y'all to leave it alone a bit.
It don't have nothing to do with Mike personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, speaking of other issues that went down over the holiday, did you guys see Pastor Jamal Bryant and his wife? They stepped out to the United Negro College Fund, a banquet that they had, and they raised all of this money. A ton of money, but the conversation wasn't about that. The conversation was about a dress that Miss Carrie Bryant wore. Beautiful dress, by the way.
She looked really good.
She looked amazing. She is beautiful, but she looked amazing in the dress. And man, I feel like people were arguing about this for about a week about her dress. Pastor Jamal Bryant addressed it in front of his congregation, but he also just sat down with Tamron Hall, him and his wife, and they addressed the critics again. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, it was very enraging and irritating. And at the end of the day, I had to think to myself, to respond to that, does that grow the church or does it diminish it? Yeah. And so at that moment, I had to separate my humanity and really deal with my divine call. I'd be out of order to fight a 78-year-old. It makes no sense. And he raises up his wife as the standard of how my wife should be dressing.
The lesson in it all, I hope and pray for women and men that see it, is to be so anchored in who you are and who God has called you to be, that when even the noise is loud, you are still anchored in your own identity.
Yeah, so there were, there was a pastor Pastor Patrick Wooden, who came out and had some things to say. But there were a lot of people who were going back and forth. And y'all know that they love to do this with the conversation. So I thought that it was great to hear Pastor Jamal Bryant say, I want to make sure people know this should not push you away from church just because you like to dress how you dress or whatever the case may be. Because it's always very disheartening when people feel like they can't come to church because you can't come as you are like you're supposed to be able to do.
Church, that's what they say in the church. Come as you are.
Come as you are, yeah.
And also, that wasn't in the church. I'm not policing that man's wife's clothes. I've never even thought about what a first lady should wear when they're not in the church. But they weren't in the church. They were at a banquet, right?
Yeah, they were at the mayor's masked ball, which raised $4 million for the United Negro College Fund, which goes to students trying to better their lives. So that should have been.
Now, I thought the saying "come as you are" was just like, if you broken dusty, come broken dusty, not like like come like as you wanna, but come as you are.
I think it's more so like meet the people where they are. I mean,
if you don't have a lot of nice threads in your closet, just come with what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Different people take it different ways.
Yeah.
Churches take it different ways. But I think it should mean wherever you are in your place in life, whether it's how you're dressing, whatever you got going on, come and figure it out with us because we are the church.
Well, I thought she looked nice. I thought they both looked nice stepping out together. But I will say, since this little fiasco, she been covered up. Like
she was covered on
smoke. She had shown what she like. Nah,
I mean, I don't know how she dresses any other time. 'Cause I never paid it no attention. But I did see what Pastor Jamal Bryant said about how society always puts it on the woman to police themselves, and I agreed with him because I always thought that. I'm like, why they be like, oh, you got to dress a certain way so men don't, want to.
Yeah,
that sounds stupid.
Don't lust for you, and I'm like,
that sounds stupid.
What about the man?
Right.
Men, we not supposed to have no discipline.
Look at you.
Yeah,
that sounds stupid.
Maybe 2026, you are opening up that big head over there.
You got a flesh color.
All right, we got
spot on the top of your head.
Wrap.
Hold on, listen.
No. I have something way more important than you and that little list over there.
Y'all didn't notice the flesh color
we
spot?
wrap, we have really good news in the room because DJ Envy, we are announcing exclusively, has added a new major title to his growing business portfolio. He is now the creative cultural strategist at American Dream Mall, the second largest mall.
Goddamn mall.
Yes.
Hey.
The second largest mall in the U.S. behind Mall of America. So this 3 million square foot entertainment and retail destination is one of his new jobs. The strategic role positions DJ Envy as the driving creative force behind the venue's cultural programming, positions American Dream to deepen its footprint in music, nightlife, and lifestyle entertainment.
Break that down for me in nigga ways.
I'm bringing culture to the mall. So what it means is like we doing stuff for HBCU. So HBCU panels. So if you're interested in going to a HBCU, we'll have panels there where they'll teach you about HBCUs. Not only that, we'll do car events, celebrity events, but the mall has music. So what we're doing is what we're trying to do is create a radio station in the mall, which gives young kids talent so they can start their ability to start doing it now. So just imagine, hey, what's up? This is little Mikey. Make sure you go upstairs to Toys R Us. They got 20% off today. So it's teaching the kids how to do things like that. Also,
so you got a job with meaning where you actually helping people?
I love that.
Not only that,
what? How you got a job?
So the mall also has like the big snow program and Nickelodeon parks. So what we're doing is kids that can't afford to go skiing and snowboarding, we're taking kids every month and teaching them how to ski, teaching them how to snowboard, because that stuff is expensive. Snowboard, skis, renting all that. So we're teaching kids from the hood and neighborhoods that can't afford it how to ski and how to snowboard.
Yes.
So
And we're doing all that. We're doing the music.
Envy owns a piece of the mall. That's my story. Y'all know Envy owns a piece of the mall? Envy owns a piece of American Dream Mall in
So
Jersey.
we're doing World Cups and stuff like that.
This is all after you was beefing with Dame. This came right after you beefed with
this how you got rewarded?
You know what I'm on it, y'all.
That's crazy.
But also, what I want to do is,
man.
but also what we don't want to do is like pop-up shop. So for instance, your book is coming out April 26th, correct?
28th.
Yes,
April
28th.
28th. So what I want to do is we have a pop-up shop. Create your own store in there where you can go sign autographs. You'll have your book there. You'll have merch there, and you can come and sign, and people can come meet you.
I love that.
Envy.
We can do stuff like that.
That's big.
So
You also have culinary programming as well.
There's a lot. So salute to Keisha, Camilla, Don, Adam, the whole mall. That we've been putting this together for a long time, and this came together because the mall showed me so much love, and I would just go to the mall, and they would say, "Hey, what do you want to do for Black History Month?" So it just came just naturally. It was just actually natural.
Well,
so
Black History Month got to do it this year, Dominican.
Oh my God.
I am black, sir.
I know I'm getting a Prius.
I am black.
Am I getting a Prius now? I know I'm getting me a Prius. I know you about to buy me a Prius. I need a Prius.
Waiting outside my door
I need a
for
Prius.
my gift.
I know I'm getting me a
Drake
Prius.
get his homie a gift. Pharrell gave his homie, his brother a gift.
So I gave you a great gift for Christmas that you still haven't worn.
You gave me pants with my ass cut out.
And then you know what's
That's
messed up?
crazy.
Not only did I buy you a great gift, you had the nerve to be on Instagram on the toilet with your pants around your ankles, but you couldn't put on my gift with the cheeks out.
You got on IG.
You wouldn't have had to pull them down.
But you see, I used the dye you gave me. The gentleman, you see
Okay,
that?
okay.
That's the only part of the Christmas gift.
At the bottom and not in your hair.
It's growing back.
Grand opening when you show up at the mall that you own a piece of now.
Don't say
Grand opening, you got to wear them pants.
Don't say that.
Congratulations,
All right.
Envy.
Oh, can I do a pop-up store with them cheek out pants?
You could do it for one of the
June
months.
1st. Do it June 1st.
Yeah.
And also, when you do Arsenio Hall, I want to get Arsenio Hall in there and that mall. There's a lot I want to do.
Arsenio
Merch and
book
all
will be
that.
out in
That's
April.
dope.
All that
Yes.
mall.
That's
Shout
dope.
out to you, Envy. You deserve all of the things.
Man. That's
Envy
what's up.
owns a piece of the
I
mall.
do not.
That's
Do not say
crazy.
that. All right. It's the breakfast club. Let's get to the mix, Sky.
Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up. Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.